Hello everyone. In this short video, we are going to discuss a machine learning algorithm called KNN. We are going to look at the goal of the algorithm, whether it is supervised or unsupervised, pseudocode, and an example. We'll also understand the effect of choosing different values of k. Let us first understand the purpose or scenario wherein we might want to use the KNN algorithm. So consider a set of data points as shown here. Here we have 3 blue points belonging to class 1 and 4 green points belonging to class 2. Now say I give you a test point like this and ask you to classify this test point into either of these two classes. Now by intuition it seems that this test point should belong to class 1 because our intuition says that this test point is closer in distance to the points belonging to class 1. So we should classify it into class 1. And this intuition exactly is the underlying principle of the k nearest neighbors algorithm. So we do need a mathematical way to devise it because by just looking at the intuition, we can't get an answer for all the cases. For example, in this case, if this is my test point, then just by having a look or by intuition, I can't tell to which class to classify it because it seems like to be lying in the center somewhat. So we do need a mathematical algorithm, and that's where KNN comes in. KNN algorithm is based on the idea that the test data point is classified based on which class its k nearest neighbors belong into. We can see that KNN is a supervised learning algorithm because it takes a bunch of labeled data points and uses them to learn the class for the unlabeled or for the test data point. Let's have a look at an example. Say this, so in this case, this is my training data, wherein I have 3 points for one class and 4 points for the other class. So for the sake of simplicity, we are considering very less points, but in general, we'll be having a larger number of points and probably more than two classes, but the algorithm remains the same. So my first step would be to calculate the distance of the test data point from each point of my training data set. Let's zoom it out a little bit. Yeah, so here I have the distances of my test point from each of the point in my training set. Now I need to choose some value of k. Say I start with the smallest possible value. Suppose I take k equal to 1. K equal to 1 means that I am allowed to take only one nearest neighbor. And here, in this case, I have two neighbors that are at an equal distance from my test data. So what do? I don't have any option. I can't get any clear answer by taking the value of k to be 1. So I need to increase the value of k. Suppose I take k equal to 3. Then this solves my problem. Because over here, in the three nearest neighbors, I have two neighbors that belong to class 2 and one neighbor that belong to class 1. So in KNN, what's the criteria is that for the nearest neighbors that we are choosing, for example, here k is 3, so we are choosing three nearest neighbors. So whatever is the most frequent class in the chosen neighbors is what my answer is. So here in these three neighbors, the class 2 is the most frequent one. So that's my answer. If I take k equal to 5, the answer again remains class 2 because the frequency of the points having class 2 is more in the 5 nearest neighbors. Many of you might have heard before that we usually don't take the value of k to be even. We prefer having an odd value of k. Let's look at what the reason of that is. In this example itself, if I take the value of k to be 2, then I get this situation. So here I see that I have one point belonging to each of the classes. So I have no clear answer. Similarly, for the case of k to be 4, I have 2 points belonging to each of the classes and again no clear answer. This is the reason. Actually, when we take the value of k to be even, then situation of tie-ups occur, which is not possible if the value of k is odd. If my k is odd, then either one of those will have the majority. But when k is even, then there are chances of situations where tie-ups occur, and to avoid that, we prefer the value of k to be odd. Let's just recap it over here. All the steps are mentioned over here. You can have a look at it. I'll soon be releasing a Python implementation of the KNN algorithm from scratch. I'll also compare it with the implementation of the inbuilt libraries, the results, everything. So stay tuned.